7.
And a good morning to you. It is time for Money Talk. Money Talk brought to you by NuMark Credit Union and our in-studio guests. Oh boy, we are loaded with guests here. We've got the credit union board member and a veteran himself. That would be Ray Eich from NuMark Credit Union, and the NuMark Credit Union compliance officer, also a veteran, Ashley Tuburan. Thank you very much for being here, folks. What a treat it is to have two veterans here to talk about something near and dear to all of our hearts, especially with the upcoming weekend here. So welcome to WJOL. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, both veterans. Ashley, talk about your service to the country.
Yes, sir. I joined the Navy right after finishing my undergrad degree, and while in the Navy, I was a fire controlman, so I maintained the missile systems on my destroyer, and I served in San Diego, and I was lucky enough to be stationed in Pearl Harbor as well.
Oh, my goodness. How many years did you serve?
I served a little over 4 years.
Wow. And the life experience that you brought from that?
I will say it was life-changing for sure. I definitely still talk to friends that I met in boot camp, and we still laugh to this day about how we threw all of our cleaning supplies overboard so we couldn't clean while we were at sea because we got sick of cleaning the same things every morning. And yeah, it just changed my life in the best way possible. I was fortunate enough to attend law school for free thanks to the VA and do some great work on behalf of my law degree.
Yeah, there you go. And Ray, your service, you've been you served quite a bit of time, didn't you?
Well, I was drafted in '69. Went to Vietnam after basic training. It was two different units. The first unit, I was in charge of the welding shop. They went back to the States. I didn't have enough time in country to go back with them, so I ended up in Phu driving a semi-tanker hauling 5,000 gallons of jet fuel for the helicopters.
So being drafted, did you think about re-upping and serve a little longer than 2 years?
If I didn't have a family, a loving family, I probably would have re-upped. But when I got out, I was a sergeant making good money, and I made that in less than 2 years. So I had a good experience, and I was wounded and got a Purple Heart and 2 Bronze Stars.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, kudos to you, and thank you for your service also. Now, back to NuMark Credit Union. As a board member, and you serve the board, talk about some of the things that when the board gets together, you look at on behalf of NuMark Credit Union.
Well, when the board is together, the CEO comes in, and we talk about different ideas and how we can keep going with the way we're going. We're really doing great. We're growing. And we try to do everything we can for the people, and Ashley's a part of this too, she's involved with that, but the board basically makes the decision if it's okay to do what they want to do or if we don't like what they want to do, and that's what our position is on the board.
And NuMark is very progressive in the approaches it takes to helping people out financially and in other ways. As the compliance officer for NuMark, Ashley, what is it that your task is? What is it you do?
I really am I help out all the different departments and making sure that as a credit union, we are compliant with all the new regulations that do come out and find ways that we can better assist our members in working around their financial situations, and also, making sure that we're running a great business that's fair to all, and also serving our community in the best way possible. And I absolutely love NuMark, and that especially our CEO and the board kind of gives me the opportunity to kind of jump in on as many little volunteer projects as I would like to, as time allows. So I cannot be more thankful for that.
With the amount of choices that people have to invest money or to have their money work for them, what are some of the tools or some of the programs that are available that you can help people manage their finances better?
NuMark offers so many different programs. They do a lot of outreach. There's so many different workshops that people can sign up for. I know there is a estate planning workshop that people can sign up for, where they can go and listen to some experts speak on guiding them through setting up estate planning, which is extremely important. I'm probably going to actually attend one because that's something that I should probably be looking into. I think there's some investment ones coming up. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm still relatively new. I recently graduated law school, so I am kind of still jumping into things.
Yeah.
So.
No, I understand. And Ray, being involved with the NuMark Credit Union, do you take advantage of any of the programs and services and products that they offer?
Yes, I do. One of the things that they have are great rates on their CDs, and when they do the food handout from the Illinois Food Bank, we hand out food packages to people. I get involved with that. We're very community functioned.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what you're known for, for sure. Now, throughout the course of the show, we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. And one thing that our friends who are on the other side of the microphone need to know, that if you pay attention and you know and pick out one of the questions that I'll ask at the end of the show, you'll get a $25 gift card, a Visa gift card, compliments of NuMark Credit Union. And so pay attention to some of the topics we're talking about. And if I ask the question and you are the one that gets it right, you got a $25 Visa gift card. So with that in mind, you support a program called Flags In, Flags Out. Describe what that is, Ashley.
Flags In, Flags Out is a phenomenal program, and it's held across the United States of America. We participate at a Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, and we meet as a group among many other groups. It's very surreal to see the amount of people that show up. I'm talking by the busloads that show up at the cemetery to place flags in each and every grave at the cemetery in honor of Memorial Day. And last year, I had actually pulled my son out of school. It's going to bring tears to my eyes. Mm-hmm. I pulled him out of school so he could attend. And it was just, as far as you can see, there's headstones. And just to see him, put a flag in front of and just kind of say a quick little prayer in front of each headstone and move on. It's just, you can't teach your kids or friends or family any other thing more important than honoring those who have given their lives for our country and for the freedom that we enjoy to this day. And again, he asked, he already had asked his teacher if he could take his tests on Thursday so he could come again on Friday. So that just meant the world to me that he, was already asking to go.
Absolutely. And you're setting him in the right direction. There's no doubt about it. And to experience it firsthand. Now, Ray, are you going to be available at that event on Friday?
I'm recovering from knee surgery, so no, I won't be there. But actually, this is the 25th anniversary of the cemetery this year, and there are 78,605 veterans and spouses and eligible dependents that are laid to rest there. So they've really grown. And on Flags In Day, the volunteers will meet at the flagpole, and they'll be instructed on how to place the flags. The flags will be in 25 with 25 in a bundle. And it's recommended to bring something you can poke into the ground in case the ground is too hard, like a long screwdriver or something like that. And then on May 27th, the Flags Out Day, they'll meet at 8:30 and just show up at the various locations where the flags are out and just start picking up the flags and putting them in a 25 bundle. And then they'll put them in the bins that are scattered throughout the cemetery. Now, on Flags In and Flags Out Day, there is parking on the cemetery. But on the Memorial Day, there will be off-site parking at 21151 Waterstrawn Drive in Elwood. You know, this is an event for all ages and a great tribute to our veterans who have sacrificed a portion of their life to serve our country, even if it meant dying for our freedom. And, you know, God rest their souls. But this is a great event, and the people that show up, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours with all these people to put out these flags. It doesn't take that long, and it's a great service to our veterans who have sacrificed.
Yeah, and how you'll feel after you accomplish such a task for such an important reason. What is the start date for Flags In?
The Flags In Day is the May 23rd, and the Flags Out Day is May 27th.
Okay. And we're going to be out there. As a matter of fact, NuMark is sponsoring the remote broadcast for the morning show. So I'll be out there in for Scott Slocum. I'll be out there in the morning, and it's an event that I'm really looking forward to as a veteran myself, and very, very moving experience. Once again, how many of the spaces are utilized by veterans and their families?
Right now, there's 78,605 veterans out there.
78,000.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that there's still land available to the cemetery.
Yes.
Going forward. What's your understanding, Ashley?
They do have quite a few sections still available, and for anyone that has not been able to visit a national cemetery, it's very cool to see that they actually do on each headstone, they have where they served or what time period they served in, and typically their rank, and then their spouse. They also have information about them. So as you know, you're walking along, it's kind of also history too. Mm-hmm. So it's
very moving too.
Very moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you familiar with the process of if a person has a loved one or a friend or a relative who is interred at the Abraham Lincoln Cemetery, what the process is to identify the location for that individual?
Yes. They do have a website. You can go and look up your individual. My grandpa is actually buried at Abraham Lincoln, so we like to go visit him there. My husband and I always joke because we both are veterans and want to be buried at a veteran cemetery, and actually they bury husband and wife on top of each other, and you are supposed to share a gravestone, and one goes on the front and one goes on the back. And I told him
I did not know that.
I'm going on the front, so he can go on the back.
Absolutely. Now, you were just recognized here, Ashley. Talk about what it was that you were recognized for this year.
Yes. This year I was awarded one of the 25 Illinois Women Veteran Leadership or Trailblazing Leader Awards for 2025. And basically, to win that award, you have to be nominated by an individual or a group of individuals for any type of work that you've done within the VA community. NuMark, I was fortunate enough to have them nominate me for a lot of work that I've done within the VA community. I worked a lot within a VA pro bono legal clinic, as well as a lot of work with Honor Flight, different events such as Flags In and Flags Out, wreaths across America. And a fun fact that I like to point out is that Senator Tammy Duckworth was also a recipient. So
you're in very good company, I guess. Yes,
exactly.
Congratulations.
So I was very excited about that. I kind of have a little new friend now.
It's not bad to have friends in high places,
Right.
Not at all. In addition to, I mean, what the accolades that you received was for the legal input to help veterans, and what type of stuff, what type of items were of concern to a veteran to require your service?
A couple of things that I had worked on were helping veterans get claims approved throughout the VA. They're working on improving their process. But something that I hold near and dear to my heart is being a huge advocate for mental health within the veteran community. And thank goodness that they are definitely bringing more programs available. However, I would say 5 years ago that was not the same case. So pushing for more mental health programs, I helped pass a law within Illinois to redefine the definition of veteran to offer basically people with a general discharge, which does not mean that you got in trouble or anything like that. If someone got kicked out for having a tattoo or failing a physical fitness test or something, they would get a general discharge and they would not be eligible for certain benefits. So we were able to get that, basically we were able to get them approved for those benefits. And I believe that helped a significant amount of people. Yeah.
Does something like that involve legislative involvement?
Yes, I worked with quite a few representatives and senators to kind of have them push for the bill and, have to have it included with something that they were already pushing through.
Oh, yeah, for veterans, too.
Yeah.
And veterans, too. And, Ray, throughout your course of the service that you had, you had mentioned that you have had the opportunity of using some of those benefits. Was the GI Bill of any use to you when you got out of the service?
No, I didn't use it to go back to school because I had a job that was held for me while I was gone. But no, it's just it's a great deal now that the VA is helping the veterans. They're including more things on the list of Agent Orange, which wasn't on when I got out of the service. Mm-hmm. Actually, I was told when I got examined the first time at Heinz that there was no such thing as Agent Orange.
I remember that, yep.
But there was. I was in it. Yeah. And I proved to them that I was in it. So I get benefits for that. But they have really improved themselves.
Excellent. Well, you had mentioned about the free seminars coming on estate planning. Where can we learn how to protect our assets? You said you're going to go to it and you're going to take advantage of the estate planning. Where do we go to get more information if that sounds of interest? Because it should be of interest to everybody.
Yes, definitely. To find out more information on the estate planning, you can go to our website. I know they've been posting a lot of information about it on the website. Also, our various social media. Our various social media sites have information on that, and any of the branches, if you stop in or want to call in, they would be happy to provide that information as well.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can also reach them by phone.
Yes.
Right. They have a call center that you can call into.
815-729-3211 or NuMarkCU.org. Very good. So what is on the plate next, do you think, for NuMark Credit Union to help our veterans?
Well, we're involved with Wreaths Across America, and we have special veterans accounts at our credit union. So we do appreciate all the veterans. And right now, during May, we have collection boxes for honor flight at all of our branches. And whatever is collected, we will match up to $1,500.
And if anybody wants to volunteer for the Flags In, Flags Out program, where can they go to do that, or can they just show up?
Just show up. Just show up. You just show up at the flagpole for the Flags In, and on the 23rd and on the 27th, you just come in there and start picking up flags and put them in a bundle of 25 and throw them in the bin, and it'll be real quick. Like I say, it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and everybody's done. I think last year we did 60,000 flags.
Yeah.
And, it was unbelievable, the people that show up. Like I say, for those 2 days, it's on site. You can park on site, but during the service on the 26th, that will be off-site parking.
Outstanding. Well, I can't thank you enough, Ray Eich from the Credit Union Board and veteran himself, and Ashley Tuburan, the compliance officer and the veteran from NuMark Credit Union. Thank you so very much for being here and enlightening us on what it is you do.